Category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. And they convert on third with a gain of 22.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Robert Kimdichie, the one to bring him down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still second down.
So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10.
All right, now look at 56. Look at 56. Green 39. Green 39. Gun.
Jackson from the shotgun. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Steps away to his left. And he finds Clark. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 18 yards there and a 1st down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Leopard. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
On 2nd down, Jackson. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested 1st half. More from Minneapolis after this. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coate. Stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. The Vikings on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Jackson now off the bootleg. And that is incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
The kick by Carlson is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. David Johnson now gears up to help lead this offense back on the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore. Or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Well, a pretty move couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. Tackle made by Marcus Golden.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Vikings on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now this time he'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. On now to kick it away is the punter, Matt Weil. The Pro Bowler, Patrick Peterson, back deep for Arizona. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And not much room there, so get it up only to about the 21. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll start down in South Florida. Chicagoans happy with the schedule makers this year as they get a visit to Miami. And it's the Dolphins who have the lead in that one. Ryan Tannehill throwing the football well. He has 3 touchdown passes. From there, we head up to our nation's capital and check on the Redskins at home at FedEx Field. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Carolina Panthers. Torrey Smith, a touchdown reception. Finally, we're off to Atlanta check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Tampa Bay Bucks. Rob Kelly, a touchdown run. In the game you're watching, we've seen a strong first half out of Lamar Jackson. His guys lead on the road in Minneapolis as we send you back up to U.S. Bank Stadium in Brandon Gaudin.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. To return it now, here's King. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Now Jackson on second down. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chandler Jones. He's the one who finally gets him down for what will wind up being a loss of 16 yards.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? It's like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately that didn't work for them.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
One-handed. Love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a first down.
And he'll be the one in the film session. He'll be saying, hey, run that one back, coach. Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that again.
1 more time.
And they won't.
8 more times.
They won't. Didn't get much out of it.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
And that's what he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
A play fake. Bradford. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Darius Slay with a pick. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. He's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And now running right through it. And still fighting. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. That one good for 33 and a first.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now it's Jackson. And Diggs has it. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
For those vertically challenged quarterbacks, here's a time where they will tell you it's an advantage to be a little bit on the smaller side, able to duck in behind their offensive line and stick the ball across the imaginary yellow line for a first down.
3-19!
Stepping up, he'll try and run. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Gone! Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90! Over!
To throw on 2nd down. Jackson escaping the pressure right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the ball is going to wind up out of bounds, so they will lose yardage, but they'll keep the football.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Chandler Jones in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline? Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing, but with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
And Anthony Barr just has it all as far as I'm concerned in terms of physique, athletic ability, and now he's versatile as well. When he came out of UCLA, he played outside linebacker, but also down defensive end. The Vikings can utilize the same sort of skills.
Here's Bradford. Lets it go for Nelson. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the fourth quarter. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Tackle made by Antoine Bethea. Well, I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. Lets it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Arizona territory. They give him a gain of 38. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The Vikings on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Jackson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Bradford now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Bradford. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
2nd down, Bradford. Caught by Nelson left side. Bradford finding Nelson for an Arizona 1st down.
Here we go.
They go play action here on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? He's having to run with a running back or a tight end. In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook, and he's brought down. Give him 11 yards and time and a new set of downs.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They run again on first down. Cook, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
Here we go. 3-19.
On second down, here's Jackson. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Bradford now after the fumble recovery. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, Bradford. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Nelson. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A huge play there for Arizona. 42 yards. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. A first down throw for Bradford. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Again, it's Cook. And he'll get this one up to the 26. The Vikings on third down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 4. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute it.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it a second down. And with the clock ticking under 50 seconds now, he spikes it. The Cardinals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Back to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So there's the spike as it comes with 23 seconds to go. Back to throw. Caught left side, Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final seconds.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right, just one more element to complete the victory. Dawson tacks on the point after. They have gone to the fourth quarter, by the way, in that game in Cleveland. And it was the Browns who wound up winners in that one. Tyrod Taylor, 3 touchdown passes to help lead the way. To return it now, here's King. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. One last shot for Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game...